Ew. Brother, ew. What's that? Remember that time? All right. Well, it's Saturday. It's morning. I have coffee. I have knife. I have knife. What's that? What's happening? Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? Lovely Saturday. Whew, what a day. Got a bunch of stuff done yesterday, and a lot of it was fun. So there's that. It also was raining much of the day. Although today, sun's out, bun's out, right? What's everyone up to this morning? I've actually been up for a little while. This is coffee number 2. I'm probably gonna have to use the restroom a couple of times this live if I'm already coffee number 2. Although Red Bull 1, dude, that sounds like a. Could that be my call sign? Red Bull 1. That's probably already taken. Or is that the name of like their Formula 1 racing car or something like that? It sounds right. I mean, you know what I mean? Maybe not for me, but just it rolls. Red Bull 1, reporting in. Donnie, what's in your cup today? Says North Valley. That's a good question. Donnie has a good selection. He makes some good coffee. I am, in fact, sunbathing my head right now. Ooh. Hat off? You still got the hoodie on, though? What's up, Deadhead, North Valley? Donnie, of course. Clint. Nathan. What's going on, Nathan? Making some stuff? I am... I can taste it. I can feel it. I can smell it. I need to figure out how much I want to spend and what grinder I want to buy, but I'm starting to clear off some space in the garage. And yeah, August is a quick, fast, busy month. But man, once that's over, I'm ready now. Next weekend is the up north trip. So my Thursday live will be up north, and maybe we'll catch a fish. Maybe we'll catch a sunburn. I don't know. It's going to be a good time, though. I'll bring y'all with as much as I can. Sometimes service is weird on the lake, you know, obviously. What's up, Marco? Brand new American, Nick Martino, right at the beginning. Ground Fog. He's saying hi to Ground Fog. I didn't see. Do I have live chat on? Make sure you have live chat on. Yeah. What's everyone getting into today? Slipping some iced Mexico Chiapas? What is that? Donnie, hoodie on. Hat now too. The sun only gets him for a little bit. Only for a little bit. Grateful Dawn. Good morning. What's up, sweetheart? Oh, I missed a call from Ling Long Dong last night. Then he messaged me. Well, he messaged me, I messaged him back. I was caught up in some stuff. Then I got back to him, and then it was a couple hours later. He called me, and I didn't hear my phone at that moment because I don't always get, like, my alerts are very minimal. Phone call and a text, everything else I got to look up. But I missed his call about a live. Donnie, he was saying something about a live on like the 14th or something. I'm in. There's Trish. Good morning, sunshine. So, Olatan sent me a knife. I talked to him. I'm not mad. But how do you tell someone you've watched your videos or haven't watched the videos? I looked at all their knives, and this is like the one small crossbar lock that they have. Like the only knives, you know. It's a great knife, you know, if for the size it is, the action is great, but I can't use this in my left hand. I'm going to cut my palm. I got to be super careful with it. As you know, anyone who's watched the channel at all knows my one thing is small crossbar locks. It's the ones I'm not. I have knives, right? It's all good. It's all good. I still feel like I gave it a good review. Did anybody see it? I know not everyone watches the videos, and that's fine. That's fine. We mostly hang out in the lives, liking the Growler V3 quite a bit. This thing is sick. Are there still some available? Does anyone know? I know all the titanium ones, and I think the 80s camo carbon ones. I think there was still a couple pop carbons left last time I looked, but you know, as pretty much most Devo drops, they go. My one thing says guy with like a dozen one things. Yeah. Yeah. You have video? You do videos? Oh, God. It doesn't say on there, does it? It doesn't say right there. I don't even know how to look that up on my studio. I think if you go to the channel, it tells you how many videos I've uploaded. I know a lot of them are shorts. Right? Have you ever looked in my shorts? Anybody ever check out my shorts? Cheers. That's perfect temp. We're talking perfect temp. Also, Paul, I pulled one of these yesterday. The new Pretty Boy from Finch lockback. Am I set up for this right now? I am. So they had 4 versions and a couple cosmetic seconds. It looks like the only one that sold out other than the seconds was the green one, which is the one that I ordered. I did get tracking information yesterday as well, and I had to pull the trick. It was $99, right? But they do free shipping at 100, right? And you're like, well, that's great, perfect. Knife's $100. I'll get my free shipping. No, you will not. You will not, because it's at $99. So I mean, I bought a sticker for $2. It gets you over 100. You get the sticker as well, and you get the free shipping. I mean, I'm not the genius who. I mean, I'm hoping I'm not the first person to do that. If it's any consolidation, the Olatan's marketing intern probably didn't consume your work product. Yes, North Valley Neil. I am not. I am nobody. I am just me, and I don't expect any of these places to have watched anything I've ever done at all. That's what I expect. But they reached out to me. They, like, we talked about it a little bit. Then I told them, I'm like, yeah, on the channel, I like to do customizations and stuff. I see you have these knives that have white G10. I see this new one I think is cool. These titanium ones could be used for some type of a project, which would then give more content showing off your product. And kind of, my viewers, my people, the stuff I kind of like, this one, pry bars. I kind of told them a little bit of everything that I kind of liked. So I did kind of feed them the line. And I'm not complaining. Again, don't take it the wrong way. It's definitely not a Devo, though. I mean, Devo is up top on my rankings of knives and companies and percentages and ratios of like all the knives I have and which ones I like and which ones I would keep. And if I had to break it down, Devos are awesome. I think I'm going to sit by my front door for the next few days until my PM2 arrives. Right, Mick? Mick's got a grail on the way. Should be here soon. You just sit at the door like this. What you doing? I'm waiting for the mail. It's Sunday. Well, yeah, I know, but I mean, it might be here tomorrow. Katie K is the influencer. I don't know about that. Mick says definitely need a Nathan M knife in my future. I think everybody does. That's a good one. He's got a fun design. Working on some stuff with it. A little bit of variety in there. It's cool. I dig it. I know you've all seen it already. So that you could look at the videos I have made when we were in Atlanta. Good morning, my brain. Donzo, you in here? He was. Dong. You Magna slut. You ho. Where are my knives? I really need to, we need to do an organization station. Here's one. There should be like 4 more. There's one. I got a mess. It's an absolute disaster. But guess what? Oh, that's one. Might be one of the favorites right here. Might be one of the favorites. So anyone have any thoughts? God, I need to wait. Grateful Dong's move was wait. On this lighting, you can't even really tell. So the Taipan was very similar to the growler, where the handle and the blade matched, and I did this media blast to give it a little contrast. I've been thinking about doing that to the blade on the growler. Probably going to give it another few days before I decide to or not. I think it might look nice though with this satiny color on this darker, give it that little contrast. Oof. Taipan. Oh, that thing is awesome. I love it. Love that too. I wasn't sure. I pretty 100% positive I did handle this exact model version of scale at the show. But I didn't remember. And I like the other angles on the other titanium one more, but holding this, God, it has this snakeskin feel that I really, really like. More than I was expecting. Maybe it was the visual, because you know me, I love like that 45 straight line. That's just classic, clean, perfect. But this, it does have this feel. Anybody else hold this exact handle scale? It's awesome. It does ting a little bit. I'm wondering if I should probably, if yeah, wondering what's the answer to that, idiot. Get skiffs for this one, and it might help bring out that ting. But if you watched my unboxing video of this, you can definitely, there's several times I open it and it's like you can hear that ting. So it's in there. It's in there. It just doesn't, it's like you're muffling it somehow. Something I'm holding, I'm not sure if it's like the clip or the liner, or if I gotta hold it down here, or like, but it does happen. Oof. and the jimp's all the way out. Donnie, have you ever tried to make a slip joint? And that could go... Donnie, have you ever tried to make a slip joint pocket knife? I've been watching some vids on some people doing it, and I mean, chalk it up on the list. God, land of 10,000 dreams. Nathan, you ever tried making a slip joint? I have not, but it's in a list of things to do. I've been watching this one guy, and it's like, I like the way he does his tests. Is it's like he doesn't have the scale. He's just got a board, and he's got hole. Here's the lock, the back spring piece that he cut out. Here's the blade that he cut out, and he's putting them on the pivot spot and kind of testing their tolerances against each other without the pressure on. And it's like, okay, it's like you're literally looking at working out how it fits together and where the half stop hits and stuff. And it's like, okay, I'm really starting to grasp. I mean, you already kind of understand it in a vague way, but like the way that the metal and it, like, it's like a cam that catches that spot and sits there, and having it set and then making a mark and then moving the spring, and then that's where you drill the hole. So now the spring has the tension when you are putting it together. It's actually quite interesting and doesn't seem as intimidating of a process as I thought it would. Is that, I mean, here's me, I don't do shit, you know. Little jigs like that are right. Yeah, dude, it looked cool because you were like literally only looking at a blade piece and a lock, or the spring piece, and then a screw, you know, or a nail in the board to kind of figure out how it works. It was like, okay, I like this in my life. This is something I would do. It's cool. It's cool. I'm into it. Soon. I keep saying that. But we are making progress. We are making progress with the house, kind of getting going, but not they already want me to, they're like, oh, do you want to make improvements on the house? You could take out some money to do improvements on the house against the house. It's like, dude, I just got it. Just settle down. Like, don't be taking out, but I do want to get it like a new, I'd like to get a better shower with a door. Dong and the wife were in Chattanooga for the weekend, but of course it's raining. Is it supposed to rain all weekend there? It rained a lot here yesterday, and it looks like it's supposed to be nice today. Hopefully maybe it'll clear up. Or just give you a nice, cool, overcast day. Sometimes those are nice as well. Not really hot, not out in the sun, not getting cooked. Hotel shower, gross. Outdoor shower. Ooh, I could just set up an outdoor shower. I have the shower's fine. And it's been, I mean, I've been in the house for 10 years. It's worked. It's a tub shower with a curtain, standard issue. I just like doors. I like doors. You know, it makes me feel like I got more space. And then if it is a hot shower, you don't have the curtain kind of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Probably gonna disc golf today. Did well on that course last week. I won in the group that we went with, which whatever. But then on Wednesday, I threw like butt. Terrible. Novice. Horrible drives. I had like 2 or 3 good drives on like big holes, which was great. But then I had some absolute horrible drives on some easy holes and couldn't putt. Painful. Yeah. Outdoor hotel, weird public showers. I can't say I wore my flip-flops because I don't believe in them. The slides, some type of slip-in sandal, not Crocs, and definitely not toe thongs. Ew. The toe thong just gives me the feeling of like the gross. But, you know, a lot of people love them. Are we on slow speed today? Oh. Got a couple things. Let's just do it right now. I should have opened this yesterday. This is not a knife. No sandals of any kind, says Donnie. Yeah, I generally don't either. I like dad shoes, like slip-on dad shoes at the house. Ladies and gentlemen, we are unboxing a non-knife unboxing live on the Unboxing Network. Ooh. Wow. Gravity. All right. Focus is absolutely shit, which is fine because I'm welcome to the jungle, baby. Everybody still digging the Van Halen? I am. Okay, Magnus, let's go. Nobody needs to see them hobbit feet. Yeah. Don't want to put your feet in public showers. Right in the toe webbing. Gross. Place is cool. Old building downtown, built in 1915, converted into a sweet B&B. You should have brought one of these, bro. We're watching for the ghosts, kids. We got 0. We're reading nothing. The little red light goes off. Oh! We do have a 26, 28. And now 0. As soon as I got him on camera, he left. Did you see that? Those electromagnetic readings were off the chart. We'll put it by the limit, configure 8. I have Barney Rubble feet. Oh, they sound cute. Entryway has a hexagonal brass layer into a white marble floor. It's like, sounds like the back rooms, bro. Coffee's almost no longer at a good temp. All right, any guesses on what's in the non-knife box? It's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it's kind of fun. I'm hoping they're cool, and if they are, I won't return them. Mick's got the wide feet. I got narrow feet. I got size 13, but they are narrow. It's long, but it's thin. You know what I'm saying? Good thing I had a knife right there. Yabba dabba do, flashlight. This would be a heavy beast of a flashlight. I don't know if that translates on camera, but this is heavy. I doubt anyone would be able to guess what this was. Oh, you still can't. Box on the floor. I'm going to spill my coffee that's almost gone. Move that down there. Now these are not complete, but the goal is to do a little test. How do you open me? Oh, there's a tab. Wait, I saw it at a certain angle. Wow. I thought I saw it. My eyeballs. Anyone know the trick? There. See that? Do I need some type of pry bar? That seems awfully, I guess. So this is a metal coin. It's got a little defect on the side. So it's a black coated metal coin. Bust out the pry bar. Yeah, twist it like an Oreo. Oh, it's large. Okay, so coins are fun. I'm not gonna engrave these, but I'm gonna laser engrave them. So they won't have relief or depth to them, but I should be able to get either a nice white mark or a nice removal that'll look kind of silver on there. So I could put my logo, something like that, in white or silver on there. Or I don't know, kind of a flip the heads, tails, Kenman squirrel on one side, something else on the other. I don't know. Actual metal, like iron coin, got the ridge on the edge, little accent, nice smooth surface. You know, the Magnasluts are all getting one. There's only 15 in this set, but then they also do come with the little case if you do want to. Is there a specific place, or it's just pressure fit? So if you did get one, and then it still works just like that. What did I miss? Snail Trail Dale, not much, just hanging out. I did buy these. They were a couple bucks a piece actually, so they weren't cheap. But they're metal coins, each with their own little metal case, or little metal case that you need to use a pry bar because my hand doesn't work.
At Dale Snail Trail became a member. At Dale Snail Trail celebrates 18 months of membership. I'm late. I need a Dan laser coin.
I'm late. What do you mean? No, I'm late. I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't know if anybody else knows what I'm talking about. You got it. You got it, dude. I owe you. So I owe all of you, to be honest. I can't afford that. 18 months. I'll give you a Moorish salute for 18 months. Damn.
Atten Valley became a member.
See, that's
Atten
what's gonna
Valley
happen.
celebrates 12 months of membership. If Dale gets one, I get one too.
Same. Is my orange shirt, didn't I look kind of orange? He called the orange. 12 months, 1 year. You guys, couple of sweetie pies. Well, inspired by the North Valley Neil right here. Boom.
At Deadhead021975 became a member. At Deadhead021975 celebrates 1 month of membership. Do you get one for a month, lol?
I love the lol. It sounded like he had crap in his mouth. Well, ultimately, I want to be handing out stuff like that to everybody. These aren't final yet. I haven't marked them. I don't know how they look, how I'm going to like them. I intend to get some stuff like this. You know, I tried to get patches, and I need a company that's going to be reliable. I've talked to a couple that were really shady and whatever, and then one of them I gave them money, and then long story short, still have never received any patches from them. Canceled my order. Then they were like, "Oh, well, we'll send you some. You can look at them and decide." Never sent them. I should have already had 100 plus patches, which means 50 or more of them should have already been sent out. I apologize for that, but it'd be nice if I could get a company that was reliable. And it's funny because last time I said that, 2 different people said, "Oh, get a hold of this place," and I was like, "That's the exact place that screwed me over. Has $30 of mine." I mean, yeah, it's only $30, but they have $30 of mine, and I have never received a single thing from them. And they screwed up my order. We went through, we figured it out. I said, "Yep," they made the changes. We got the final proof. Then they made them. Then they said, "Oh, here they are." And they all had the same errors. Like they never took the final proof. They just took the original. And it was like, well, no, I don't want those. And they were like, "Oh my God, I can't believe we did that. I'm so sorry." And like, yeah, that's right. I don't want those. And they're like, "We'll make you new ones." And I'm like, "It's been 4 months. You said these were going to be here 2 months ago." And you know what I mean? Like, I don't need to deal with companies that don't know how to, whatever. You don't owe me anything. Well, thank you for the 1 month, Deadhead. The Eddie Van Halen salute. I know that Big Red gives a coin once people hit 24 months. That's a thing. You know, maybe make it like a milestone. And then I can go back, and I know there's some people that are already at, you know, if I made it a year or whatever, I could go back and find and make a commemorative coin specifically for that. I just wanted to make a couple for fun. And then plus they're so cheap too. It's like, not that they're cheap enough I can give them to everyone, but if they end up being $3 a piece or whatever, you know, I could just put them up on the whatever. It'd be something I would give out, like if I customize something, I'd throw one in with that and things like that. That's what I do with my stickers and the pins and the stuff that I've had before. There was, oh, that's fun too. I do want to look that up. Okay, I made a note for that. But I'm pretty happy with these. So I did find these on Amazon. They are metal coins. They are blank, black coated. So I should be able to do a nice laser removal or white-ish mark on there. Like I said, I think it's 15 of them, and it ended up being like 30 $2 or something. So they were a couple bucks a piece just for the blank like this with the little plastic case. But I got a bunch of those. We'll see how that goes. And mess them out and mess around with them. And I'll at least gonna keep these probably. Make a bunch of them and just throw them out to a bunch of you folks in appreciation. Yeah. I got a new acquisition that I posted. All right. Under new acquisitions. Ooh, baby. What do we have here? Gonna put the murder squirrel on him. Yes, Dong. Yes. I'm working on it, but wow, seriously? Seriously? How much do you have to cover to get you to focus on the only thing that's in? You could make an edit that's 90% of my live streams are me pissed off at my focus. Like, honestly, what the I'm gonna cry. It's okay. Almost got it. I'm gonna mess around with the logo a little bit and then bring it in again and have Andy pop off a couple on his laser. Cover that face. Cover that face. I'll cover that face. I don't know. So this is Dong's new. Look at that thing. Look at the honeycomb pattern on it. And then the faceted hammered pivot. Camera software company is going to give your boy an aneurysm. It's just so dumb. Focus is so dumb. It always does the opposite. It wants to focus far away when there's only tiny little bits of far away. And then when you're far away, it's focused on up close and there's nothing up close. This little cute little thing, where'd you find that one, Dong? This isn't new, right? Or are they currently producing these? Is that the word? Producing? I've never seen one with the hex pattern on it. They are fun. Unfortunately, the action isn't. It's tiny, of course, but the action isn't spectacular for me. You know, like if it's tiny and it flicks open and stuff really cool, you're like, oh, okay. I struggle with it a little bit. Got it from Throwkelm. That's awesome. Stinker. But you know, like if you got that small one and you can still get that front flip, bam. You know. Where's the one I'm thinking of? Where is that? Dude, I am literally. I don't have my mini. Did I lose that? Trying to think. I haven't seen it in a long time. My mini Corvid cleaver. That tiny little dude. I mean, that one's real easy to be hidden somewhere. But I got a lot of the minis right here. I don't remember seeing that for a while now. But that's definitely the one I was thinking of, is that mini Corvid cleaver, because it's tiny, but I can still flick it out half the time. I can front flipper it, and the action still, yeah. But the action on this is generally not great, non-existent. Finding cool ways to open it. Right. It's still awesome. It's still awesome. That's the thing. I like it. It looks great. Yeah, I got to mess around with Trish's. Trish's? That's not how, that's how you say it, right? Trish's. Trish's. Trish's delicious. What's everyone gonna be carrying today then? Deadhead, did you end up swapping everything back? Or did you find anything that worked? Or the problem is if one of them worked, the other one doesn't, then you just have parts. He got a couple of these growlers to do some swaps, so you can see the titanium with the DLC, and then the light perps with the perps. And then he did this, put the DLC on the perps, swapped them, and then put the Zerk accents on the bottom one, and then put all the DLC stuff on the black one. Looks really cool, but unfortunately they were giving him tolerance issues, which, yeah, when you've got one model that's titanium and the other one is micarta or G10 or something like that, it's pretty much those liners don't always kind of work out. I've tried a couple swaps like that, and they've always kind of, tolerance issues are definitely a potential. So Deadhead, yeah, I had to put it all back to normal. Anyone going for the Pictus XL Diamond Frag today? Oh, that's dropping today? No. No. Trying to buy a grinder. Grinder? Okay, I want to go grab a project that's pretty much finished. I'm going to go put another coat on it. Good morning, Fred. How are you? Give me 1 second. I've got some drying stuff right up there. I will be right back. Give me, oh. He's back. He's the man behind the mask. Hey. So is anyone going for that Pictus XL today? I love the Pictus XL. Another one on there. I'm really trying to, I feel like I've been doing good lately. I haven't been over purchasing. I could buy more, but I'm trying to be selective, and I'm really starting to, I'm working on some stuff, ideas, things, but I'm refining desires. And so it makes it different for what I want to order, rather than originally I was trying to get everything so that I could start to really understand what it is. Why do I like this? Why do I like that? Why do I not like this? And the more you handle, the more you try, the more you check out, the more you learn. You're like, yep, I like a flicking hole. I like a ting. I like a front flipper. I like lefty versions, but I also don't mind a righty. But now I've gotten to that point where I'm really starting to feel like, okay, this is what what makes me happy. This is where I want to go with the collection, and build. And so I haven't been buying as much. I know there's some out there though that I want, but if it's like I already have the Pictus, I think, or yeah, is that what the one we're talking about? Yeah, the Pictus. I already have it right here. It's an awesome knife, but it is definitely one of those ones where I feel like if I had the big one and the small one, I would be using the smaller one significantly more. It's an awesome knife. And I feel like if I were to get the XL, I'd probably want to get the milling pattern that matched this. You guys all saw, there's Paul right there. Paul's custom work he's done on a couple of these lately with his anno jobs. Paul, that green one where you did like, it's like the kind of Statue of Liberty kind of green weathered patina. I've been wanting to do something like that for a while. You saw Nathan, not Nathan, but Nathan with the K. He did his Strix, and he got this just really good weathered green aged anno job. I definitely want to try stuff like that. I do love the Pictus. But yeah, if I do end up getting an XL one of these days, I'd like one to match this. But the diamond, the new frag patterns that they got, it almost makes you want to get that one and then get the regular size one to match that one. The XL is awesome. Contra Nathan. Yes, Fred. Nathan's Knives with a K. Nathan Contra. Versus Crisis Nathan. Yeah? Did I say hi to J1 Doobie? I don't remember. Hi. We're popping off. It could be some other things. What do we got? Here's from Deadhead. Anybody else have a little the sheath, the multi-sheath where you put like the knife and the pen in it? I've considered picking up one of those. I like that. It looks nice. I like that. Very cool. Oh, Hate Nate. Magnus Lutz. Oh. What's up, Hate Nate, my man? How you doing today? Magnus Lutz. Oh. What's up, Kathleen? The Magnaslutiousness of Slutescence. What? I don't know. I don't make sense most of the time, even to myself, because that's just how it goes. Would be way cooler if it was zombie rot. You can get yourself a zombie rot. I mean, Terry's actually, ooh, we got that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Terry's doing some work. He said he's actually booked out for the next week or two. Doesn't mean you can't get on the books. Hate Nate, this is the life. This is the life. The zombie rot matches my gateway. So I did a nice wet form. Ta-da. I dig it. My color's off. Everything's a little bit darker and less bright. That red showed that yesterday. It was like ridiculous. This is red, not orange. I haven't had a chance to fix it. And it's fine, you know. I like to deceive. Deceptionist. MK Ultras. Shipwreck. Did I see your new zombie flesh? Where did you post that one? Yeah, I remember, but we can pull that up, Nate. Where was that in? I remember it. Was it a couple days ago though, or yeah, I hate Nate. Where did you post that? Hot knife. Hot. Oh. Hey, Nate, let me know where you posted that. I remember yet new acquisitions. I was just in there. I'm an idiot. Remember that. Oh, it was the video. It's black. Hold on. Let me get her to full screen here. What? Oh, I gotta get on the real one now. Nate. That looks great. ABW. Oh. Slammed it home. He slammed it home for the finish. Gives you that finish. Yeah, that one looks great. That looks great. Everyone, get you a 1931 Leatherworks. Get Terry to work. Terry's been getting some business lately, which is great. And in the meantime, send out the rest of your stuff to Paul. Send it to Paul. Full penetration right at the end, right? He left it nice and slow. Solid finish. Mick just did some Shipwreck Shaman scales. The zombie rot finish is, I love it. I want them all. I mean, and you can do them in different kind of colors too. So it's like different kind of combos are capable. It's kind of like that weathered, aged beat. All right. Freshest scales. Oh, excuse me. Jesus. I breathed my Red Bull sip into my lung. I inhaled a tiny bug on Wednesday. Oh, it took me forever to puke it up, whatever you want to call it. So I did the Shipwreck. Then I went in and kind of knocked down the edges a little bit. You can kind of see along the edge. The Shipwreck still flows around through it, but it kind of gives that little bit of sheen. They look diseased. Perfect. That's perfect. I'm happy with these. I think they look great. I did put a couple clear coats on there, some matte clear. I'm going to give it a few more just to really kind of, it's not going to make it look much different than it does now, but just gives it that. I really like to put a bunch of layers of clear coat on just to, it's for my own, I don't know, If you're going to do it right. Do it with me. Yeah. Focus. No. Why would you? There we go. I'm definitely digging. I didn't really do that much on some earlier shipwrecks where you go and hit the edges, but in some cases I think that's awesome. I really like what that did to the overall look, because sometimes you almost think like if you've got something that's been now weathered, it's weathered. If you go over the top of the aging, now it's like over the top of it, and then if you sand it off, you're almost weathering the weathered back to new, which then seems kind of like or maybe unnatural, but it just depends on the look you're going for. This is cool because it just gives you that little bit of extra bam, and I feel like it's almost like it did get pulled out, but then once it was pulled out, now it's been used and enjoyed, and so now that's kind of weathering on it. I don't see MK Ultra in here, which is fine, but I'm not putting it back together right now because I do want to put a couple more layers of clear coat. But this is the clip. I'm going to need to get a hold of them and ask them if there's anything. So I can't remember exactly how this works. Oh, there it is. So this was a modified thing that they did where no, this goes here and then the clip goes into that. Does it go this way or this way? It goes like that. So that's gonna be, either way, this is the clip that they customized for. I want to ask them. Weather is wet. Grateful Dong's in the wet. Kathleen, shipwreck stuff always looks cool. It's fun. I love it. So this is the clip that they got. I might leave it off and let them decide. I don't know. I want to get a hold of them. It's a cool clip, but it's like, do we want to, is this titanium, I believe? We could maybe hit it with some heat and give it some flame or something that might contrast or accent or whatever. There's what the blade will look like. Nice little knife. I sent it out, said, yeah, I want to do a shipwreck for it. I was like, yeah, let's go. Let's go. So I will finish the clear coats on that today, get that put back together. Sopping. How wet is it? Sopping. You gotta. Ugh. Hate Nate. Awesome. Dude, that's a great looking. I mean, if you got a ABW slip in a zombie rot, that's pretty much top notch right there. That's pretty much top notch right there. So what time does this drop? Dong, are you gonna get one? Dark wash bronze. Oh, we could make it, I could anodize it into a bronze color. That might be a good idea. Heat anode would look great. Something to kind of make it work well with the shipwreck, I feel. Gurgling wet. Gross. So this says coming August 1st, Kizer Masu folding knife. Folding knife. Sure. Blue Canyon Rich Light 14C top liner. Little jimp ramp right chair. Nice looking sheep's foot forward. Nice choil forward angle to it. Big old butt on the handle. The Terry slip replaced another slip, so if anyone wants my old slip, they can have. Slip for slip of the slip. Pop up the pics of the slip. We'll find someone who's got a tip. Take them on a trip. Double dip with that slip. I don't. What? Supposed to drop last night. Kizer messed up the drop. Yeah, it's still. Oh wait, it says add to cart. Okay, so yeah, it's available right now. And you get a Kizer coin. All right, so yeah, it is currently available. There is another finish on here too. MASU. This one here. Same price. And then it has the gray PVD. Gurgling wet. Last night and gone already? They went. Maybe they didn't go last night, Deadhead. They're available now. It has a what backspacer? Oh, glow in the dark. Which one? Both of them have a glow in the dark backspacer? That's something Kizer's done. Where are you? What's up, Steve and Kern? This is my Kizer from the show, Ari, and it's got a glow backspacer. So they've done that before. This one's also Kizer, so that makes sense that they do that. It's kind of cool. I didn't even know I'd had it for a few days or whatever, and someone was like, oh, the backspacer glows. I was like, what? Sure does. They both have a glowing backspacer. One of them glows green and the other glows blue. It says J1. That's fun. Which one's green and which one's blue? Now I got head. I'm also going to finish clear coating. Glow backspacer is there glow in the backspacer. The backspacer is glow. Neat. I would assume since it's Kizer, it's going to be just like this one here. So the whole backspacer is a chunk of glow like G10. And it glows pretty good too. But it just does, it looks kind of like jade. What time is the Kizer drop? It's dropped. You can buy one right now. Add to cart. View cart. I got one of each in there right now. What's going on here? So yeah, Dong, if you want one there, it's here it is. They are currently dropped and available. The blue one's on the vortex pattern. Dan, reread my chat. Glow backspacer, or is there blow? That's a totally different type of a thing. Totally different. Nate. Ooh. Winky wink. Yeah, I'm kind of holding off. I do kind of like it. The blade shape's fun. I'm definitely I'm in kind of lock mode right now. Like lately, I've been kind of, I don't know if it's lock snob or what, but I want inset liner locks. I want bolster locks. You get a little dusting every single flick. What's Steven up to today? I'll give you a dusting. Promise. Indeed. Indeed. We better do a check here. Nothing coming from the Lament configuration. No electromagnetics up in my brain. This is a hot spot right here. But notice it's more, maybe it's not a hot spot, but it's a hot travel zone. Ooh. You know what I mean? Like they be traveling. What the? What the? Okay. There are no buttons to make. Okay, what was that? The bottom one. What is the bottom one? It was this. Focus, you son of a bastard. It was this one. And it goes off when it's not safe. VM. You can't make this shit up. You can't. You can't make this shit up. There are no controls on this device. What is it reading again? We don't even know. EMF, electromagnetic fields. But what's okay? You guys have seen Voltron has turned. This is one of the reasons we bought. I'm crying almost here. This was a silly recommendation because of the weird activities that we're noticing. So notice right here, we are safe. Yesterday, we were getting this to go off. The alarm wasn't going off, but we were getting 1 out of 3 reds, and we were getting readings in this field. And now we've been getting the readings in the lower field, and they're going up. And then the other mode is temperature. No way it's 76 degrees right here. So what's V over M and UT? Love looking at all these new knives, but had to limit buying more. Wife is slowly coming around with displaying the two sons. 590. All right, we're going to try this one more time. See if it literally, okay. Like, okay, we come over here. Ooh. I'm getting one at 30, 28, 60, 62. So is that from the light under there? That's from that light. All right. We have just solved that particular situation. Was not, in fact, a ghostly premonition. That was a irregular amount of something in the right next to where the lights are. So we've learned. But I put this by this light, doesn't go off. Put it by the computer, by the Cougar, doesn't go off. Ooh. We got a tiny little red. Ooh. We got one red. Okay, that's good, because now we have a control. Before we weren't able to get it to anything to get it to actually go off. And so it's like we need some type of control so that we can see it happen in a situation where that control is no longer there. Correct? Correct? Be skeptical. Especially when we're using stupid. All right. That was kind of fun for a moment, right? That was the first time. I swear I've already walked around the room and done that, and it didn't do that to those lights. Maybe the ghost is saying, he's catching on. I'll make it go off every time he goes by the lights today. Right? MK Ultra. Ooh. Miranda. How long have you been here? Did you see? Did you see? We wanted to talk. We were kind of actually talking. But if we move back to the table, notice anything on the table? Don't let that ghost fool you. You know he's there. Look for the drips. What are the plans when I run out of room with these two? I already kind of have, in a way. But I'm also, my growth for the collection is slowing down? Sure. Hmm? Dude, something about that little slightly knocked edge. Question was that we had those is this. Do you want me to leave it off, let you put it on? Do we want to try to anodize it? Do we want to weather it or heat ano it? Maybe we could make it bronze. That might accent it more. We leave it exactly as is. It's not mine to make the decision, but that is something to consider. I'm pretty happy with it too. I think it really looks good. I'm gonna put a couple more clear coats on there. I've got like I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 coats on there. I like to put a bunch of really thin light coats. Just get a nice matte finish to it. Make sure everything's locked down. Yeah, they're fun. The blues on that really look fun. Bronze the clip, like ano bronze it. Okay. Okay. We can do that. We might even be able to, I wonder if I just leave it, because see how this has just a little bit of like purple and stuff down in the cracks. Bronze, I can do like a bronze right at the very beginning of the spectrum. And then kind of leave some of that. I'll, you know, might accent some of that other stuff still in there. Just barely hit it, bring it up, just boom, stop. We can mess around. Maybe mess around with that. I don't know. How does that clip attach to the scale? Okay, it was I don't know how they did that or if this was whatever, but there's this piece right here, Paul. Right? And then that drops into those. Screw that down. And then this goes on to there like so. I've never seen that. Is that what this is? The 2-piece Lynch? There you go, Paul. Pretty slick. I had not seen one before this. But yeah, it's cool. Solid clip. All right, Miranda. We'll talk about it, or I'll think about it, come up with anything in the next day or two, but we can try to give this little bronze wash. We're gonna wash it with the electrically induced bronzation nation. I have 2 of those Lynch clips. They are sweet. That right there is the Lynch Northwest 2-piece. Yo, can I get a 2-piece? Yo, can I get a 2-piece, bro? With all the fixins. Dude, doesn't that sound great? A 2-piece with all the fixins. I didn't know they made them as a wire replacement. I mean, there you go, right? Because it's got that little notch, or the 2 little notches that just drop right down in there. But that looks like a nice little machined piece, you know. There's some shapes, some angles, some tabulature to get that going. You could just hand fabricate those, right? Horse. My McBee doesn't have a clip. Should I go with a Lynch? You don't need a clip on that thing. I mean, sure. Get the jumbo one too. Get it biggest one. The biggest one. Boom. Yeah, you don't need a clip on that thing. It's a tiny little one. You could get a Terry slip and like form it to that. That could be fun. Trish, you going live right at 9:30? You still in here right now? I'm assuming she is. Time. It's already 9:21. There is her scheduled stream. Anybody watch Outdoors 55's new video? He got that. What is it that God, my brain just shut off. It's testing that blade. The you know, God. Little knives need clips too. Need a knife. You need a sometimes the clip helps to make it have a little bit more grab. I guess. You're right. Teravantium. No, the one where it's the stock McBizzle clip is actually great, says Paul. Tungsten, olive, Teravantium. You know, the one where it's just if the blade is completely flat, boom. What's it made of? Kevin Smith and Nas, what the hell? Let me just tungsten carbide. Yeah, the tungsten carbide blade. That one. I'll post a link to it, and then you can go watch it. We're not going to watch it here. I like to promote. I'll show it to you, though. That. Here we go. Paste. Boom. If you haven't watched Outdoors 55, he's fantastic. Great guy. Really informative. Awesome videos. Good close-ups. If you haven't, which I'm sure most of you have. Olive knives. Yes. That's it. The olive knives, tungsten carbide. What the hell? He said the blade steel is better than Rex 121. Lanyard man in the house. What up? Just popping in. New stuff here. This was the one, Olatan's Avis. Nice action on this small crossbar lock. Whoops, just caught my finger on the... Wow. Seriously, Clark? They just sent that out. I did pick up the Growler V3. These are awesome. I'm super happy with this. Awesome scales on here. I got the 154 CM version. Really excited to have that. The Eddie Van Halen. One of my new favorite. You know, that just makes me happy. This is something I'll just keep and look at, and it'll always make me smile. That Eddie Van Halen kind of paint pattern has always been cool. Very nostalgic for me. Here's Miranda's Shipwreck that's almost complete. Turned down for what? There's Terry right there. Latest Shipwreck. Just about done there. Here's Terry's new Zombie Rot. Got my Jack Wolf Gateway. It matches just so, like, the colors are literally like the same. Like the whole colorway, the dark, the light, everything about it, it just matches it like perfectly. Digging that. Gonna be ordering a couple more from Terry very soon. I did order. I got one of these before they went out. The new Finch Pretty Boy. Yeah. Tell you what, that's cool. They still have a few of them left. The black, the Zoot Suit blue and black, and then the red saw cut are still available. The Zombie Rot slip is awesome. Yeah, Terry, we were looking at the one you sent to Hate Nate too. Great work. Really cool stuff. He turns it up to 11. Fred said Latama guy has an olive and loves it. Cole or Tri-State's got one too. It was a cool looking knife. I remember kind of checking it out at the show. Didn't really get to handle it much, but did get to handle it a little bit. Everyone get you yeah, Terry, I'm gonna have to talk to you. I'm gonna want to slip for this. I got one of these. And Terry, if you haven't done one for these, and if it helps you out, and if you want, when I get it, I can send it to you. If you want. I mean, I don't know if that's even necessary. But since you haven't done it before, I bet you a few people are going to send you that. I know Thomas was talking about wanting to have you make one for it. But if you are interested, Terry, and it does help, I would consider sending mine to you if that's something that is necessary. Maybe it's not. Generally, you can take measurements and figure it out. But I did order that, so excited to get it. All right, Trish is going to be popping on in a couple minutes. Let me grab a link to that. Make it easy for all of you if you haven't already grabbed it yourself. There it is. So Trish will be live in a couple minutes. Austin from 2PK sent you the measurements. Need to make slips for the pretty boy. I'm going to get one from you, Terry. I want to get one. I think it's going to wet form nicely on that one because it's got, what are you doing? You know, if you put it blade down, or we don't have, put it blade down, you have these little notches there. So you can kind of squeeze that part in. So then when you slide this in there, it kind of pops through those notches and then locks this section kind of into it a little bit more. I think, and plus it'll look cool because I feel like when you wet form it and there isn't a whole lot of shape to it, not that there's anything wrong with that, but like this, it just doesn't really have too much character in the shape showing off the blade or the knife itself versus like this one here. It full on only fits in there one way and formed correctly, or you know, I just dig that. I think that's cool. Oh, there's Trish getting ready to start. 40 seconds. Let me turn the sound off on that. So I just posted the link in the chat there. That is to the Mo Patty EDC live. She starts up in 30 seconds here. Go and hang out there. Have a great weekend. Always good time hanging out with everyone. Magnus, Lutz, Ho, Hate Nate, and Dong in the house. Shout out to Thomas as well. Almost done with this, Miranda. We'll talk. I can try to bronze that up if you want. And why can't I get a front flip on here right now? My hand is messed up. Moorish Men Unite, Magnus Lutz for life. And I'll work on the coins this week, kind of see what we come up with. Boom. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. We're going to just be nice and clean today, nice and chill. Have a great Saturday, y'all. Donk, Nate, my guys. Talk to you all about some coins in the next couple days. Have a great rest of your weekend. Stay sharp.